don't know nothing about that. Give me a club in Philly. Philly, Diesel's in the building. You can't stop it. Rock it when I rock it. Anytime I go rhyme for rhyme on a clock. Stop it, stop it.
Hold on. Why are you surprised? Let's see if you can do the new dances to this. The new edition. This is the end of the last night. In the daytime, you couldn't see me with a flashlight. I crash flights on sights of my enemy. I'm coming through and then I bomb your whole vicinity. Why the acting fake and chat? You're not a friend of me. I peep your card, you're not as hard as you pretend to be. Who wanna spark it with the chocolate macadamia? Hand to the cranium. You know the name. Shaq aim to maintain money on the brain. Shaq can't stop the rain.
Stop that.
Hey, you can't stop the rain. You can't stop the long off the ball. Hey, hey.
We gotta let Biggie talk. We gotta let Biggie talk. We gotta let him breathe. Let him go ahead. Rest in peace, King.
I sneak deep with killers about $1 million figures. Blessing the act legends and biggest. Cream lizards, cream coochies.
I do my duty.
As long as they fly as me and high as me. Success on my circle. Try to bring it, I hurt you.
R.I.P. to the Smalls.
I doubt that. We want the exotic, erotic ladies, not the toxic ladies.
That burn a lot. I learned a lot.
From chunkies to ruffians, from being tied up by Colombians.
Hey, 89.
Change my position from wanting to be large to head in charge. My garage call it CeeLo. 4, 5, 6s. Honey by the mix. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
92.
Leo, Biggie, Tarantino. Sounds like a sumo. Frank White, numero uno. Can't stop.
Won't stop. Hey, can't stop. Won't stop. Hey, can't stop. Won't stop. Hey. That's a classic right there.
You're now tuned into $1 million worth of game powered by Barstool Sports. If you're like Gilly, you having a problem with your getting a wreck and getting it up there when it's time to get out, arriving to the party. You're always late to the party. Sometimes you never show up to the party. You know what you need to do? You need to get with Roman swipes. Get the swipes, and what they do is you wipe them on there, let it dry off, and then you're ready for the world. I'm talking about you strong, but unlike this guy, he was having problems, and Tootie got with me. Hey, Wallow, he's having problems. I don't really want to share his business out there. I said, okay. I got a product for him that's going to make him last, that's going to get him stronger, make him last longer. Roman swipes. Just for all you guys out there that's having problems down there, you never show up to the party. You're never there. The dates be there. The date be waiting for you. The date be hot and ready. And you know what? You don't show up. So what you need to do is, you need to go to getroman.com/million. Use the code million. One thing about them, they small. I'm talking about they easy, they unmarked packaging. I'm talking about each swipe package is small enough to hide in your wallet. You can just have it all with you. But go to getroman.com/million. You get your first month of swipes for just $5 when you choose a monthly plan. You get I'm talking about just $5. Just $5. You choose a monthly plan, you get your first, just $5. Go to getroman.com/million. Gilly, I took care of Gilly.
How did it feel to have a record with the Smalls?
It was, believe it or not, it was a dream come true. Because, look, we all come from the same place, right? So for me, on the way to the court, I'm LL. I got the Dookie rope chain. I got the Kango. I got on Obama, right? Yeah. LL Cool J. When I get to the court, I'm Dr. J, right? So I was always in the music. Right. I used to do the Paul's mixtapes, 98.7 Kiss, WBLS. Yeah. So I'm from Brick City, in case
anybody
people don't know who
Jersey.
I am. You know what I'm saying?
Jersey stand up.
So I wanted to be a rapper. On certain days, I wanted to be a baller. So I was doing it at the same time, right? Writing rhymes. My first rhyme was ashes to ashes and dust to dust. If you walk up on Shaquille, then you will get bust. Right? That's my first rhyme, right? 80, 81, like I'm spitting like that. And then as the game evolved, you just, mimic your favorite rappers. Yeah. So I did 6 albums. I never wanted to be a rapper. My whole thing is about being a kid from the projects, having dreams.
Yeah.
And just following those dreams.
Right.
Like,
what kept you focused from falling off? You know, because it's a lot of kids from the projects, and it's hard.
It's one thing and one thing only. I seen my mom struggle so much. I said to myself, I'm gonna get my mama a new house. And if you try to take that away from me, I'm gonna kill you. I don't care who I'm going against. Ewan, Robinson. I'm trying to get my mama a new career. I seen my mama come in, cook for us, clean for us, never complain. And I was the one that was possibly going to get us out of that. Like, they used to tell me, you the one. And I never believed them. You the one, you the one. But as I kept going, it just kept coming. And then, like, the money game was crazy. Like, when I was in high school, I wanted to make $8 million for 10 years. That was my goal, $800,000 in. And, you know, I had it all set up. Give me a little house, give me a Benz, I'm going to give me a Jimmy Blazer. But the money game just went so crazy. I was like, you know what?
Give me 5 houses, 4 Jimmy Blazers, 2 Bentleys.
This is my chance to just, you know, put us in a, you know, different direction. So, like, I used to like do certain stuff all the time. So I get to the Arsenio Hall show. He said, "Man, we want you to do something." I like being different. Like,
right.
I'm not coming in there in no suit,
right,
and talking. I want to rap with my favorite rap group.
Right.
At the time was Foo Schnickens. So Chip hollered at me. He sent me the beat. I did a verse, came down, blazed the verse. They put it on the album. So we get to the show. I'm just having fun.
right,
But as I looked at it, like, yo, big boy look like he know what he doing.
right.
He ain't the best, but he ain't
Right.
the worst.
Yeah.
But
Right.
he know what he
Absolutely.
doing. He right there in
Absolutely.
the middle. So the next day, my agent said, man, something weird happened. I said, what? He said, Jive just offered you $10 million for 3 albums. I was like, I'm going to do it. He's like, you want to be a rapper? I said, no, it ain't about being a rapper. I'm going to rap with all my favorite artists.
Right.
That's what I'm going to do. Because, listen, I'm real. Nobody want to hear me 17 songs by myself. I know this. I understand that. But if I get Biggie on there, if I get Jay-Z on there, if I get Eric Sermon and Redman on there, you know what I'm saying?
And you want platinum.
That's what I'm saying. So my whole concept was to rhyme with my favorite people. Now, the Biggie situation, everybody was rocking Biggie. He said my name in the song. I'm jamming brothers like Shaquille. I was like, damn, that is real.
Yeah.
So
it is real.
even though I'm Shaq, I'm still a kid.
Yeah.
Like, when people know who I am, it still amazes me.
Right.
I'm like, damn, Biggie know who I am?
Right.
Like, you know, we young,
Absolutely.
you know, we like the same man. I'm like, damn, Biggie know who I am?
Right.
So one of my mans, Frank, who was working on my own, rest in peace, he said, hey, man, I got Big on the phone. I hollered at him, hey, Big, thank you. What's up, dude? Real cool brother. And I said, Big, I'm working on my album. Oh, yeah, I got you. So I sent him the plane ticket, him and Lil C's. They came down. But keep in mind, I did my verse 100 times. So I'm like, damn, Big coming in here. Big up here. I know I ain't going to be up there, but I can't be down there.
I can't be down there.
I can't embarrass Big.
Right, absolutely.
So I spit it. No, like I would go, because I had a studio in the house. So I would go in every day. So then I spit that verse and everybody, you know, hey, that's cool. He going to like that. He going to like that. So him and C's fly in. I'm nervous as shit.
Yeah.
He come in, I'll play it for him, and he looking. And then he start rocking. I'm like, damn, Big
rocking.
Yeah, he likes it. So then I had some paper and a pen. I said, here you go. I'm going to go in the house. Engineer here, just let me know when you're done. He's like, no, I'm ready right now.
Damn.
No, what you mean you ready right now? He never heard the beat. Never. I'm the only one with the beat. Like, he didn't even know the concept of the song.
Right.
He said, no, I'm ready right now. Like, he just hear it one time. And then he went in. When I tell you, bro, it was the most amazing thing I've seen in my life.
God damn.
But I had to hit the button. I said, Big, that's the dopest verse I ever had. He was like, oh, that's right. My fault, kids. Because the shit he spit was,
Yeah.
I'm the only one with that.
Yeah.
Got it. I'll never play it. I got it. He said, oh, that's right. And then he went back and spit. But, bro, it was, when I tell you it was 2 minutes, it was 2 minutes.
Yeah.
2 minutes. No writing in the studio. He was like that. Jigga Man was like that. Nas was like that. And KRS was like that. KRS came in that thing one time and spit like a 45-minute freestyle.
That's great. Ain't that something we all got in common? Me, Jig, Big.
Me.
But KRS was spitting the freestyle. I was like, yo, let's use that. He's like, no, we're not going to use that. I was just practicing. I was like, you just practicing?
Man.
Redman's like that.
Yes.
So I'm I'm blessed to just be able to rhyme with my favorite artists, because I'm going to keep it all the way 100, and I hope I'm not disrespecting about it. It wasn't enough money in that for me.
Yeah.
So my thing was, it wasn't about being a rapper. It was about just being able to get in there with my
that
favorite
rap money,
artists.
that temporary money.
And and I was thinking about the other day, I got a hell of a discography.
All right. Well, after
Would you like to know the names?
No, we gonna get to that. But after Jive gave you the $10 million for 3 hours, what was the re-up?
The re-up was I tried to go on my own, because that's when Birdman and all them people start coming up, and I was like, okay.
You checked him about Birdman. Could you tell him don't say
no? I did not check him about Birdman. First of all, street rule number one: you mind your own, man.
You mind your own business.
I don't know nothing.
See, that's why we keep getting into it, because you minding other people's business.
I'm just trying to get somebody.
I don't be one to put hands on your cuz, but you minding other people's business.
I'm starting a label with him.
I don't know nothing about none of that, dog.
Thank you. I like it.
Hey, man, I'm just saying.
This episode of $1 Million Worth of Game is brought to you by Coors Seltzer. Coors Seltzer is your average seltzer, rooted in Coors' long history of sustainability. Our brand was inspired by a generation that wants to do good in the world with a mission to restore America's rivers. Coors Seltzer is launching the world's easiest volunteer program. Whatever you're doing, by simply cracking open a can of Coors Seltzer, you're volunteering. Our waterways are at risk. 80% of America's rivers are drying up. Through partnership with Change the Course, Coors Seltzer is helping to protect and restore America's river. Each 12-pack of Coors restores 500 gallons of fresh water to U.S. rivers and communities that depend on them. The results, 1 billion gallons of water restored to 16 rivers passing across the U.S., and that's just in 1 year. And Coors Seltzer also has 4 amazing flavors: black cherry, mango, lemon, lime, and grapefruit. The specs are in. Coors Seltzer is 4.5 ABV and only 90 calories. So let's make sure we go out here and get some Coors Seltzer, so we could, help restore these rivers and these communities that depend on us. For every 12-pack sold through 8/31/2021, Coors will purchase services from Change the Course and restore 500 gallons of fresh water. Details at CoorsSeltzer.com. Who the top 5 athlete rappers of all time?
Top, not counting you.
I don't like to get into that, because when a lot of these cats are sensitive.
But that's why $1 Million Worth of Game, we don't care.
How many are there?
We don't care about sensitivity.
Dame nice.
Dame is nice.
Who else did something?
I can give you my top 5.
Yeah, go ahead.
My top 5 would be, no specific order: Shaq, Dame, Lou Williams.
Oh, Lou Williams did something?
Yes, Lou Williams go.
So we missing some people.
Yeah, I never heard.
Is it only
Iman Shumpert.
Oh,
but is it only rap? Is it only rap? Because you gotta get through Deion in there.
Deion
Sanders. Must be the money. Man, that was a classic.
No, it was.
He was talking that talk. He was talking about real stuff.
It was, yeah.
It wasn't that many.
It was a lot. Bro, you know how many athletes rap?
I don't know, man. I was in the...
Iverson, Kobe.
Iverson, Kobe.
It's a gang of them. Most of them rap. They just don't put albums out.
I don't like to say he was that. Because my thing, I wasn't trying to be... Look, I know I'm not the best rapper. I know I ain't the worst rapper. I'm okay with being in the middle. And then when you a team player, it's okay. I got somebody better than me.
Who's the worst athlete?
For example, I know I don't get 3 in a row without Kobe. I know that. But guess what? I'm gonna do my part. Right?
I mean,
yeah, I'm gonna do my part.
You did. So you elbowed the Dikembe Mutombo all in his face. So, got 45 and 25. You definitely did your part. We went through the pain when you did your part.
No, but you know what's funny about that series? So he was Defensive Player of the Year, and they didn't double me. I take that as a sign of disrespect when you don't double me.
It was a sign of disrespect.
It was.
Absolutely. Because that was like a 50-pound difference, wasn't it?
I don't care. Listen, 50, 100, don't matter. Like, if you don't double me, that's just telling me you don't respect my game. So,
right.
I would get it, and I'm looking, I'm like, y'all ain't gonna double?
All right.
You sure you ain't gonna double?
Y'all sure y'all not gonna double?
I'm gonna ask you one more time. You ain't gonna double? And then boom, boom. And then, just turn around. And then, all y'all cats in Philly with all that, Charlie Mack and all
crazy.
that. Yeah,
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
What was the talk in that locker room after Bubba Chuck walked over Tyronn Lue?
The talk was, we let one slip away, they ain't going to win another one. Because we was trying to be the only team to go
that
undefeated.
swept the whole playoffs. Yeah.
But we don't like doubling people either. Because now when you double him, all them other cats get open. Like we like, okay, AI, you got 55, get 55 again.
He couldn't, huh?
No, he could, but we just had to, we just had a different mentality. And
y'all had a better team.
And I wish he would have got one.
Y'all had a better team.
I wish he would have got one.
I wish he would have got one too.
Because you know why? He's one of the greatest players ever, and it's unfair for the haters to say, "Well, you ain't got no ring." You know what I mean?
It is. Well, you tell Chuck that all the time.
Well, Chuck is not AI. So
Chuck
stop
ain't
it.
AI.
No.
Stop Chuck AI.
Charles Barkley wasn't AI, huh?
No, hell no. Never.
Hey, Shaq, do you wish you and Kobe
Whoa. Where my girl at, dog?
Mona?
Y'all set me up.
No.
No. This shit just hit me right now.
What's that?
I thought Mona was gonna be here. Man, I'm out, man.
You out?
Whoa. Bro,
we'll get on the flight right now. She has some things to do, but we can get on.
No, you told me to come do the podcast, and I said, Mona gonna be there? You like, yeah, she gonna be here. Mona. You set me up.
She gonna call you too, yeah.
She gonna call.
You got worried about that. She gonna call you.
Okay, that's all right.
So Shaq, let me say this, right? To all the up and coming youngins, not even just playing sports, to the up and coming youngins that's trying to be something in life, because you really came out the gutter and you got real businesses.
Real businesses.
Like real businesses. Like we went to one of your restaurants and had dinner, and it's like the whole, almost the strip was, or like the corner block was yours. And like, what advice could you get a youth? Whether it's a female that's trying to start a clothing line, a young boy that's trying to go to the league or the NFL, or, whatever you could give them as far as business-wise that they could use in their journey coming up in life.
One, you have to educate yourself. Now, when I say education, it ain't always about go to school.
Right.
We come from the same place.
Yeah.
How many people we see do something on the corner, we educate ourselves and we do it a little better. We do it a little bigger.
Right.
Right? Educate yourself, right? Learn. Ask questions. Second thing is watch. There's so much information going on right now, you can watch. Like me, I watch people's mistakes. My father, who was a military drill sergeant, I'm glad he did what he did. Every time an athlete did something crazy, I got in trouble. Worst ass whooping I ever received in my life was when Lynn Bias overdosed. My father came in with tears in his eye like that was his son. He's like, if you ever do coke, I will kill you. So my dumb ass thinking, bro, I don't mess with coke, I mess with Pepsi. you know what I'm saying? So I didn't know what he was talking about.
I mess with Pepsi.
But like when he was grabbing me and after he touched me up, we went and we watched it. He was like, look at this. Gone. Yeah. Brother could have been the number one pick. He could have. So he was like, if you ever do something like that, I'm gonna kill you. So it's not that I'm smarter than everybody. I just watch.
Right.
I ask questions.
And you listen.
And I listen.
So, that's the key.
So I got my first business before I got my master's in business administration.
Right.
I did that. I went to the bookstore and bought a book, The Dummy's Guide of Starting Your Own Business. And anytime I didn't understand, I'd ask somebody, man, what's a subchapter S corporation? Man, you get that, man, all this studio stuff and the phone stuff, you can write that off, you get money back. So I'm learning the game. So we just need to keep continuing giving them the answers to the tests. Hopefully they listen. But it really is easy. Because, look, I ain't the smartest cat in the world. I just sit back and watch. Okay, that's how you do it. Okay, Jordan got his own brand. How am I going to get my brand?
Right.
Okay, Jordan did a JV with Nike, joint ventureship. All right, Nike, I probably can't do nothing with Nike. There's Adidas, there's Reebok. Hello, Mr. Reebok. My name is Mr. Shaq. I'd like to have a shoe. Sure. By the way, Jordan has Jumpman. I already got Dunkman. I already got it. Labeling all that stuff. Let's do something. We do it. Bam. But now I'm like, because like I like to put everything I do in street sense.
Right.
So now Jordan moving way more bricks than I'm moving. Right. So now I got to switch up. Like Jordan owned this hood. So I said, you know what? It's a lot of kids that can't afford these shoes. I ain't gonna do nothing with Reebok no more. I'm gonna do something on my own.
Right.
I'm gonna go to places like Walmart and Target, give them a shoe 30, 40, and now that's my lane.
Right.
I'm the Pablo Escobar of that.
Yeah.
Jordan got this.
Right.
I got
cool,
this.
but I
Right.
got that. So,
Right.
you know, people try to give me a lot of flack, but it's something that needed to be done. And then I figured out it ain't the fact that kids don't want to wear $20 shoes. They don't want to wear shoes that look like they cost $20.
Right.
So I got some, you know, pretty cool, you know, some pretty hot designers. And ever since I made that decision, I've sold over 250 million pair.
Damn.
And like I make a lot of people happy because I couldn't afford Jordans.
Right.
I tried to cut
I couldn't
grass and
afford
wash
Jordans.
cars
I
and
never
do
had
that.
Jordans growing
and
up.
by the time I raised up the money, they only came with size 13. So I couldn't wear them. But to answer your question, all they got to do is just educate themselves. And
Right.
again, education ain't always about going to school. Because me and you, we know a lot of cats that ain't never went to school and they're balling.
Absolutely.
Balling.
And it's also about understanding your weaknesses
That's it.
and knowing where
Put
knowing
your know your strengths and align with your weaknesses. Put them around you. Like, how important is the accountants?
But listen, you still have to educate yourself.
Yeah.
Because if you're not educated, the accountant can tell
They
you
can
anything.
beat you.
Tell you anything. I'm educated enough to go look at the books.
Okay.
And my father instilled that in me because 70% of athletes, when they're done playing, have nothing.
Damn.
And I didn't want to be that. So I'm like, hey, man, what's happening? No. What is this? It's like, and like, I really had to learn business when I went platinum. My check was weak. I'm like, all these dudes go
And you
platinum.
sold hard copies then.
Yeah.
This was hard copies.
Yes, I
absolutely.
did, but-
this wasn't no
but-
streams added in and the bootleg stuff.
But then I'm like, this check, this ain't what I thought it was gonna be.
Right.
So now when I open them books, they charge me for studio time. I'm like, whoa. Studio in my house.
Right.
Give me that back.
Right.
They charging me for catering. No. My chef cooked the meals for Biggie
Right.
and Jay-Z and that. So
Right.
if I wasn't educated enough to look at that, I wouldn't
Absolutely.
be able to have my people call it. Man, they got me out of so much. But like after I opened up the books and looked at it,
You got it back.
I'm like, no.
Yeah.
This is my studio.
Right.
I'm paying the engineering.
Right.
Oh, we mixed it. No. My boy mixed it. I already paid him separately. So,
Right.
so you just have to, you know, educate yourself,
And you got to be up on your game all the way around the board.
and you have to turn that sensitivity button off. So, like,
What you mean by that?
when somebody says something about me, before I go to 10, I listen. All right, he right. Shaq shouldn't have did it. I listen first, like, before I go to 10. If there's any validity into it, I say, okay, and I won't respond. But if you just cloud chasing or trying to do what you do,
Bumping at the gums.
then I got to respond.
Absolutely.
How you get that
Some of the time.
mindset, Shaq? What made you start thinking like, let me?
Because I'm not right all the time. And I'm not the smartest guy in the room. And I can admit and say I'm not the smartest guy in the room. And I want to learn from the smartest guy in the room. And you have to sometimes sit back and, you know, just humble yourself sometimes and just, you know, just say that. I learned that by going to one of those tech meetings, and you see all the big boys.
They really know what they doing.
And they don't be saying nothing.
Right.
Just be sitting back. Like, why are you not talking? And then all of a sudden you just hear, I'll put in 50 million. I'll put in 200 million.
Right.
I'm like, okay, that's how they do it. So instead of coming there loud, I just sit back and just watch. I'm like, oh, okay, okay. And then you just write it down. I learned that from Magic.
Magic.
When I first got to LA, Magic was like, oh man, it's cool being a man, but at some point you want to start owning stuff. I didn't know what he was talking about.
Yeah.
But then after I got that book, my favorite word in the book is joint ventureship.
Joint ventureship.
Like, for example, if I'm going to do a podcast, I'm going to get this crew right here.
Absolutely.
I do have a podcast called Big Podcast with Shaq on Podcast One. Just wanted to shout that out. But
And believe that.
yeah, but instead of trying to do it myself, just do a JV. So like when I had that record label, I left Jive, but I said, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna still do business with y'all. Get to that.
Give me distribution.
That's it.
Absolutely.
That's all I did. So
And you and understand to the youth out there that he was able to do that because even through him getting his $10 million, him having to open the books up, him doing all of those things, catching them with their hand in a cookie jar,
Yeah.
he still kept it good business. Okay, I caught y'all. Okay, cool. Okay, I got y'all. Y'all tried to get one over on me, but it's cool. Now I just need y'all for distribution.
That's it.
He ain't go off. He ain't ran on them all crazy, put their business out there. And at the time, they just kept it moving, handled business, took the sensitivity out of the business. Understand what he's saying. He took the sensitive out of it, all the emotion out of it, and then came back and got distribution.
And killed him.
Because I wish I could talk to some of these kids that have beef. I could put them out. I would just sit them down and be like, listen, the world think we got beef. Now let's go make an album. Let's WWE this shit. Let's AEW wrestling this.
And it will really blow up.
Blow up.
But you know why it's never going to happen? It's not even going to be because of the rappers. It's going to be because of the entourage.
But guess what? We control the entourage.
We used to control the entourage.
If me and you had beef, I would come and say, okay. You probably say, okay, Tootie off limits and my kids off limit. Cool. And I'll say my kids off limit, Shawnee off limit, Arnett off limit. You can talk about everything else. And we go back and forth. Like, okay, like, just, and then we just put it out just to, see the reaction.
And the reaction would be crazy.
And then we do a show, right? We do a show, right? You, your boys, me and my boys, we come to meet them. We push each other and that motherfucker beat a drop. And we just fucking go. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because you got to get to the money.
That's the bottom line.
Bottom line.
Let's get to the money.
That's the bottom line.
And if anything gonna stop the money, we don't need to be having it. It hurts me when young brothers, I don't see them here no more. Like young brother got that just hurts me. Like, I wish I could say something, but street rule number one, you mind your business.
Right.
But like when I'm on these sites and I be seeing brothers getting popped, that hurts me because you could be the next.
Absolutely.
You could be the next.
Absolutely. And what's sad about it is that it's almost like this generation that we got right now with youngins, they almost made dying cool.
Yeah, they glorify it.
Like they glorify dying. Like I've never seen so many people like in my time joke around about dying like in this time.
I'm always careful when I say this generation.
Yeah.
And let me tell you why. Our parents used to look at us crazy too.
Absolutely. And we used to be crazy.
And we still did it our way.
Absolutely.
Right. I can remember Mama bumping Commodores.
Right.
And then I'm on 98.7 Kids and I hear that, party people, gonna get funky. Right? And then they have to dance doing the ooey ooey, and then I come in there and start popping on that. Yeah, they look at us as crazy. So
don't stop.
I try not to push them away.
Oh no.
I just try to give them. But you are correct. I just try to give them the information.
Right. And for us, we don't push them away. We just put that information out there to trigger, for maybe one, maybe two, maybe 100, maybe 1,000, maybe 10,000. However many of them watch us might be like.
And this
we
is what
do glorify dying though.
And this is
because
what
sometimes you got to put it on their mind for them to understand. Like, damn, what he just said did make sense. Like, I go to my page and I got 11 RIPs up.
Yeah, and I always tell them, get to where you're trying to go. Like, if you get your first million, now go for 10. If you get 10, now go for 20. Like this, it's good to get old.
It's good to get old.
I got a lot of stories.
It's good to get old.
And I can only tell them stories because I'm old.
Because you're old.
It's old. It's good to be able to, say, I did it this way. And you know what? How much is that Audemars Piguet? $250. Give me 2 of them.
Right.
Oh, speaking of, I got gifts. I know it's not your job, brother. You do me a favor. Go in the back of the car.
Josh got it.
Yeah, go in the back of the car and get those 2 yellow boxes. So I try not to. I just try to give them answers to the test.
Absolutely.
Because Magic and them gave me answers to the test.
Absolutely.
It wasn't in my face. They wasn't saying, "Hey, you don't need to be rapping." They just They just said, "Hey, at some point you gotta win championships, big dog."
Right.
I like you.
You can put the album out.
You gotta win.
You shooting all these rap videos, but at some point,
right.
I was like, you know what? You're right.
You're right.
Get to that. So that's what I try to do to the youth.
Let me ask you a question on a basketball standpoint. do you think you maximized your talents?
No, not at all. People only got to see 25% of my game.
Damn.
I'm Giannis before Giannis. As you know, I'm the first big cat to take that thing
Off the rim, coast to coast.
with style.
Absolutely.
So, but like I said, I got to get to that money. So when I came in, I already knew I was the 5th best center. I already knew that.
There's 5 better than you?
Yeah.
Who was that?
Ewan was a monster, Akeem, David Robinson. There was still a couple other cats, right? So the way they was playing, I was like, well, I don't want to play like that. Let me see if they like this punishment.
Ain't no
right
joke.
quick.
Shout out to Josh. Josh when he got them.
This is my
Those
gift.
were Shaq words, because when
This is my
Shaq
gift
came
to
in
you
the
two
league.
brothers.
Thank you, brother.
I wish I knew y'all was here. I would have got y'all something too. So I said,
Oh, okay.
Oh, have mercy.
yeah, just a little something,
Okay, man.
something that you
Appreciate
can
you,
wear
big
every day.
homie. You know what I mean?
Yep. And Victor,
And Vixen.
Appreciate you. This your company?
one of my companies.
One of my
'cause You got a,
Well, actually,
How many companies you got, Shaq?
no, actually, I have a joint venture with Invicta. They make the watches, and that's just my Shaq line.
absolutely.
So what I like about them is they always make the big joints.
Yeah, this is huge and it's heavy as.
Shaq, you know what? I don't own one watch.
know?
Since I've been home. This is my first watch, man.
I'm gonna
got a
have
question
to
for
get a
y'all.
link out
Go
of
ahead.
it, but
Because me and my cousin got the same relationship. Shout out to Ken Dog, big fan of y'all.
Big Ken Dog.
We got the same relationship. I'm gonna ask y'all one question.
what's that?
Y'all be taking it to 10, but have you ever took it to 11 where you start throwing blows?
Oh yeah, I tinted his eyes before. I
No,
tinted his eyes.
listen,
Go ahead, lie.
I
I
totally
tint your eyes
disrespected.
right up.
Listen,
you did, and I
I
tinted
had a
your
onesie
eyes.
on. He was mad because I had a onesie on and I put him in a leg lock
I'm gonna keep it on.
with a onesie on. He was
did.
mad. He told me I ain't had no drawers on. So if I did, I had you feeling real violated. So it don't even matter.
Yeah, but I tinted you.
It don't
Don't
even
lie.
matter.
I tinted
That's
your
all
eyes
Put the
up.
meal in the
I
back
tinted
there.
him something nice too. And one thing I can say is he took it like a champ.
No, but you know what I like about y'all, and I think a lot of people should pay attention? Y'all go to 10, but the respect will always be there.
Absolutely.
I'm never going to disrespect cuz. Never. Nobody.
That's-
Nothing.
Wait, hold on. Wait, you choking me in a onesie with no drawers on?
That's not disrespect.
That's fucking
I'm just
disrespectful,
liking you at the
dog.
moment. It's
No,
cool.
that's
It's a little
super
infatuation. I'm just like, that wasn't disrespectful.
What you call it, Lo? That's disrespectful.
That was just showing him some attention because sometimes he want manly attention. Cuz, come grab me. All right. Because he says something out of his mouth.
Shit.
And I jump on him and take, just play with his innocence a little bit. That's all.
Remember that movie? How did he grab you? Cuz he grab you like this, or he grab you like this?
Get right like this. I grab him like this.
Stop playing.
I'm just saying, you like to get filled up sometimes. It's cool.
And that's how the old head, when he went to jail, right? He was 17. The old head body checked him. He didn't know what it meant, but the old head kept telling me,
And I figured out, y'all ain't okay. I'm like, damn.
So then another old head had to tell him, yo, stop letting the old head do that to you, man. He
Hey,
body
man, where your
checked.
shirt at, man?
I
Hey,
just
man,
thought he was
where's your
friendly. I thought he was friendly.
He thought he was friendly. He kept body
Like,
checking.
damn, this ain't a bad place. Dude, it's nice in here. So I didn't know. I mean, he thinking like, I heard bad stories about
Then
him.
one time he didn't know that when you send your drawers and your stuff
yeah,
to
they
the
clean my
laundry,
stuff.
right? If they send it back to you and your stuff folded, they try and go on a date.
Oh,
He was trying to go on a date.
His stuff was
Shaq got
folded
it.
for a month straight. He like, yeah, they fold my stuff. The rest of the jail like, wait, he folded your stuff. Old head had to take him down. He's 17. He don't know. Old head had to take him down. Stop folding his stuff. He like, wait, I like my. He didn't argue with old head. I like my stuff folded.
I did, but I ain't know what time it was a date.
bro,
A date attached to that
I'll be
shit.
at the crib watching y'all.
I ain't know there was no date attached to that.
You ain't know it was a
Y'all be
date
having
attached to
No,
that.
I'm like, I thought this was just a
Y'all
nice
be having me
place.
rolling.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna ask you some names.
Mona. Is her name Ramona?
Nah, I think her name
Demona.
Demona.
Ooh, even better.
Even better, huh?
Demona.
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 I'm gonna ask you players. I need to know.
Is this the thing you did with Rashid?
No, I need to know.
I heard you, Rashid, talking about little Lou Alcindor. That's right, little Lou Alcindor. Stop it, Rashid. Come on now.
Damn.
Come on now.
Me personally, I think that Michael Jordan is the greatest player to ever play the game.
Yep.
And I think that Shaquille O'Neal is the most dominant player
to ever play the game.
And you know what's crazy? That's the title that I was going for.
Most dominant.
Yeah, let me tell you why. That ain't something you hear all the time.
No.
When it comes to the best, I'm hearing 4 or 5 names.
Absolutely.
We don't have to dispute.
Oh, no. Most dominant,
but
without
when it
a doubt.
comes to most dominant, I only hear 2 names.
I can't say you a Wilt because I
That's
can't
it.
say Wilt because I never seen Wilt play.
But those are only 2 names
Right.
I hear. And guess what? I'm fine with that.
Absolutely. Because
I'm fine with
Wilt scored 100 in one game. I don't
did.
care if he was playing against
Yeah.
8th graders. That's impressive.
It is.
And for me, it's like you see a lot of players come in. You know, he might be great. He probably would be great. I've never seen a player other than you and maybe LeBron that I said they're gonna win a championship. Like I knew watching you in college, he's winning the NBA championship.
I had to.
It's nothing's gonna stop him
No, I
from
had
winning
to.
at least one championship because he's that dominant.
You know why I had to? Little kids in Philly looking at Uncle Shaq. Kids in the Brick looking at Uncle Shaq. Kids in L.A., Baton Rouge, Atlanta. Everybody looking at Uncle Shaq. I can't let them down. My mama looking at me. I ain't gonna let them down. So it ain't about for me. It's about for them. Because guess who did that for me? Dr. J.
Right.
Dr. J did that for me.
So is that what keeps you motivated now?
Yes, I definitely. Like now. My mother, after I retired, she put her hands on my face. She said, "Baby, I love you. Now I want you to start lifting people's spirits." So what I've been doing lately is I'll go in stores and I'll look for moms that remind me of me and my son. So the other day I'm in Best Buy. I ain't buying nothing. I'm just walking around and I see this mama and her son. She in the layaway section. So I'm here hustling and she's trying to get some laptops so her babies can go to school. She owe like $1,100. Nice, beautiful sister girl. And I heard her say, "Okay, I'm gonna bring 300 this week. And she grabbed one of her babies and said, "I'm gonna get the laptops in 2 weeks, baby." And she walked out and I said, "I got you." She's like, "You don't have to do that." I was like, "Yes, I do, because my mama told me to do it."
Absolutely.
And just trying to, lift people's spirits, make people happy, and just trying to make the world a better place.
You do that a lot too. I've seen a couple of videos that have went extremely viral. You going like doing that. What is that? Just from your mom, or is that a part of you?
No, I just look. I don't, because my motto lately has been, it could be worse. It could be worse, and that could be you.
Absolutely.
So look, 1,500 ain't nothing to me, but mom trying to help her babies go to school. I'm standing right there. Do it.
And
do it.
And you understand that 1,500 is nothing to you, but it's everything to somebody else.
Yes, it is. Like I got hit, this lady yesterday, she said her son needs some studio equipment. If not, he gonna go crazy. I told her, send me what you need, make sure it ain't no scam.
Right.
She sent me what she needs, so I'm gonna hook him up. And be a hell of a story if I could keep him from getting popped.
Absolutely.
Because she like, look, I'm here by myself, and he hired him, but the only thing he like to do is music, and I can't afford it. So I do stuff like that all the time. And it's just, the right thing to do.
And it's crazy because me and Wallow do stuff like that all the time. I'm Muslim. We give out 20-something thousand dollars worth of toys on Christmas. And
We were supposed to give
my
out
kids
150
don't
like
even celebrate
yesterday, but
Christmas.
we down here.
Right.
Supposed to
You
give
know
out
what I mean?
150, so I told them to give them somebody else.
$150?
No, 150 turkeys.
Turkeys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for Thanksgiving as
Just
well.
random people.
And I don't even celebrate Thanksgiving.
Right.
But I because I have access and because I can get to things that other people can't get to, we go out there in the cold ourselves and hand it out with the.
I'll be watching you.
Yeah, you know
I
what I'm
know
saying?
who you are.
So it's all about, like with our brand, we feel as though when you get to a certain, stage in life, it's your duty, it's your obligation to reach down and pull somebody out the water.
Ain't no
I
better
agree.
feeling than seeing that face when you bless somebody though. It's
Especially,
amazing.
especially kids. Because I'm still amazed. Bro, I ain't playing 11 years. I'm amazed when I walk out, people still know who I am.
Yeah.
That kind of, amazes
But it's the most
me.
dominant ever.
It's fucking 7 foot tall.
MDE.
He's 7 feet.
just
Yeah.
I just try to, make people happy, bro.
Absolutely. And one thing you do is you make a lot of people happy.
Well, thank you.
But one thing I admire you for the most is your hustle, man. Because I don't know how many brands you working with, but it got to be 111.
134.
Because every time I turn the TV on, you're the general.
He was with, listen, man.
You know where I learned that from?
He was with Tony the Tiger, man. Right. When I seen that, damn, you with Tone?
You know where I learned that from?
Wait.
Being a basketball player. Like, for example, this is your podcast, but that brother do all the work.
Please don't tell him that shit. Please don't tell him that shit.
No, but like, it's all about the team. Really, it's all about,
absolutely.
Like I tell people all the time, I know I can't get 3 without Kobe. But guess what? Me and Kobe can't get 3 without Big Shot Bob.
Absolutely.
We can't get 3 without Rick Fox and B. Shaw. So it's about the team. So even though I'm the man on the team, I got some people that's working for me that make my job real easy.
Absolutely.
Like I wake up, my bed is my office. What I got to do today? Okay, I got my main man Gilly and Rollo, then I got the cooking show, then I'm done for today. And that's because I got a hell of a team in place. So, like, if you got a hell of a team in place, things that can be hard can be broken down into what's easy. Like if you don't know me and know how I do it, it look like he all over the place. But no, I got a team. And then I'm educated enough to when something go wrong. How many watches we sell last week? Send me that. Oh, no. It's like, so, you still have to be educated enough. And I don't micromanage. Like, I could tell you don't micromanage these guys because they over here on goddamn World Star Hip Hop while we doing the best podcast you ever done in your life.
Right.
Pay attention, man.
One thing I like about Manscaped Weed Whacker, a lot of you see me out there. I went and get my nose waxed, get the hairs pulled out of my nose because it just be so much going up in there. Boogies getting stuck in your nose. The hairs be irritating you as they grow all different types of sides and all that crazy stuff. Once I got the Weed Whacker, things changed because I'm not going to admit. Every time I used to get the hair pulled out my nose with the wax, it just be like, whoosh, it's like a rip, like your skin is ripping off. But with the Weed Whacker, I just put it up there. But no, it get a little crazy because it really be whacking the weeds in my nose. That's how I be because the hair just be it be cutting like it's cutting down trees in your nose. That's one thing about it. You want to have your nose clean. You want to have it. You want to have it right. You don't want to have nose hairs all hanging out of your nose when you're on a hot date or wherever you're going. So you need to do what you need to get with Manscaped. Go to manscaped.com, right? And when you go there, use code millions. And we're going to take care. You get 20% off and free shipping at Manscaped when you use code million. 20% off and free shipping when you use code million. One thing I like about the Weed Whacker, and I'm gonna say this. They polled 79%. 79% admitted that long hair is a major turnoff. Women, 79%, they say long hair is a major turnoff. Think about that. You got hair, you talking to, hey, how you doing? You got a hair coming up and curling up over your nose and just sitting here. Right here. You can't see it, but they say they're like, wow, he got a forest in his nose. Think about that. Just imagine having a forest in your nose. You need to get with manscaped.com, use the code million, get 20% off, get free shipping right now. Check it out. I'm talking about this is what you really need. I'm talking about, you know what I mean? You really need that. Take care of your nose here. And it's just like
how many people you got on your team? Like, I know.
Uncle Mike, Uncle Jerome, Perry, like 10. Yeah.
So your cooking show.
Yes.
Oh, before you get into that.
Because he used to cook in
Me
jail.
and you got two things. We both was, star athletes, basketball. I mean, you know that. We talked about that. He heard about me. And we both chefs. He hating on that because me and him got.
So, let me ask you a question. If you get any type of degree, certificate, any of that in prison,
that's when I became a chef.
That don't really count, right?
Yeah, it do.
Thank you.
I'm with you, Rob.
Thank you.
Come on, stop that, man.
Let me check.
That man persevered.
Thank you.
Come on, man.
He made oodles and noodle pasta.
That shit good.
He didn't have the proper ingredients to be able to be able to leave prison and come to a top flight restaurant.
Listen.
Do you have the certificate, man?
Yeah, man.
That's all that matters.
Shout out to my
if
my
you
instructor,
got that degree, you can
Steve
cook
Daly
anything
from South
me.
Philly.
Yes.
I mean, he was a chef in the Navy. I had a top flight chef instructor that taught me to be great. So
what's your best dish to cook?
I don't cook.
Oh, so you not even no top flight chef?
No, he's a chef.
But hold on, this is what I've done. I want to know how to cook, but I have ADD. I don't feel like reading, so we created some ingredients that's easy to cook. We got a deep fry oven. You pour the fries in there. You hit fries. It does all the work for you. I got another little thing. You put the chicken in. You hit chicken. It cooks the chicken for you.
Wait.
That's some rich ass shit.
But where's this at?
On Shop HQ.
Shop HQ.
Yes. Come into stores near you. George Foreman Grill about to be out of there. He done.
Yeah.
The ingredients already in there.
Well, but keep it on the grill. But George didn't involve.
You put it in a machine. You hit the button. It do all the work for you.
Wow.
That's dummy proof.
Damn.
And now, once I help create that, now I can consider myself a chef.
So do you got a name for it already?
Yeah.
What's the name?
The Shaq cookware. What you mean?
All right, man. I just need to know. Like it could have been something else.
Nah.
So,
yeah.
Okay. So now, he's a competitor. Cause you know why?
Yeah,
he always picking somebody out to compete with. Jordan over here.
Because you know why? Because you know what? George Foreman been moving that work way too long.
I want the block. He on everybody's block. He on everybody's block.
Listen. I want his connect. I want his people. I want his government contacts.
Hey, he been moving that work way too long without no disturbances.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I did see a special the other day. Somebody that he ran up a bag on that motherfucker Foreman grill.
Now,
come on, man.
Now I want to say this, Shaq. This dude always picking on me because he say I don't spend no money. I'm tight. I'll be
Shaq, since he came home from jail, he's wore jeans twice. Every day of his life, he wear black Adidas sweatpants to the point where all his Adidas sweatpants still got the knee prints.
I drive used cars, Shaq. I own my cars. They used.
He drives a 2010 Prius.
I saw it.
I got a police car, and I got a big body minivan.
And a big body. It's not a big body, but it's a regular
2010.
minivan.
Big body minivan.
It's a big body minivan.
The middle road kind of.
Yeah, I put the middle row in the ground. So I can get a big space.
He got the middle row on the ground in his minivan.
You know what I mean?
So what is it that you want to ask?
No, I'm just saying this is a smart move. How I play. I don't spend them. I wear the same thing. I don't.
Shaq don't wear the same thing.
No, bro. I'm just asking you, man. Business stuff, man.
You got some paper? Because I need to teach the youngins this.
What type of paper you need?
No, that's cool right here. Because I see a lot of youngins flossing their bag on the gram. Cool, floss it. But dude told me one time. He told me, he said, "You're rich, but I'm wealthy." Because I didn't know the difference. And I said, what's the difference? He said, well, wealthy is when I'm die, when my kids die, when they kids die, we're still going to have the same amount. And I thought about that. Then I said, okay, how you do it? And he pulled out a piece of paper. After he said, it ain't about how much you make, it's about how much you keep. How many times we seen cats would get the bag with 100 and then they go blow it the same day. Now they got to get another 100. So he said, if you got $100, you save that. That's 50. He said, rich people will say, okay, I'm saving 50 and I'm doing that. But he said, the wealthy does this. You save that. This, ball out. House, chain, car, whatever you want. But
75.
Save it, yeah. That's what he said. So
from here on out, I'm no longer saving 30% of my money. I'm stepping it up to 75 because I'm trying to be wealthy.
That when I was 95, and I did that, and I didn't spend my first NBA check until I started having families, because I was making so much money and I wasn't that educated. So I was like, I don't want to spend it. I know that,
right?
And like people always say, you got to invest and got to invest, but still you got to be educated to know what you're investing in,
right?
Like I always used to try to invest in the get rich quick schemes. But
how many of them did you fail?
Of them. I failed all of them. Yo, man, me and Gilly gonna do this podcast. We're gonna do the Shaq and Gilly hats. We're gonna sell them online. We're gonna give me 100,000 next week. I bring you $1 million. Never worked out.
Never.
But then when I started investing in stuff that's gonna change people's lives, because I heard Jeff Bezos say that he invests in things that's gonna change people's life. That's why he created Amazon.
Yeah.
So then I was like, a lot of kids from our hood need these shoes. They need them. I'm going to put $1 million in. I'm going to get rid of the 10 million Reebok was paying me. I'm going to take $1 million off the 10 that I got last year, put it to the shoe company. Let's try it. And it works.
Right.
So when you invest in stuff that people believe in, most of the time it'll come. But the youth should know that. It ain't about how much you make, it's about how much you keep.
Right.
But guess what? It could be a day. I hope it's not a day. I hope you shine. I hope you get your bag forever. But it could be a day where the bag stop.
Absolutely.
And then always when I talk to people, I always speak to them from the athletic terms. What makes athletes great is because we can adjust.
Absolutely.
If Neon Dion running this way and the defense coming at, he can adjust.
All right.
So if your bag gets messed up, adjust. Go get a new bag.
Absolutely.
But if you save from the old bag, your adjustment time gonna be much
a lot easier.
A lot easier.
So what he basically saying is when you get the bag, go get a big body minivan, used.
Put some wheels on that thing, put some bump in that mug, and you straight.
I ain't got none. I'm still rocking the factory, but it's loud enough.
Nah, man.
Sometimes I use my speaker, my Bluetooth speaker. That joint be bumping. Man, you hear rattling on the door when I put it in the door. So I am getting off. So I get that off. I get it off. Y'all, you've been in the big body, man. I got the TV that come down the factory joint.
Then he won't ride with nobody.
Can I give a shout out right quick?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Shout out to Billy Dance from MOP.
Yeah, Billy Dance. He played that thing.
Man,
he played that thing.
He just was banging him.
I like music.
Yeah.
And I'm from the East Coast, so the first time I said I'm gonna start listening to other stuff, it really opened up. So I was East Coast all day. Then I moved down to Texas, and I'm riding with this girl, and she played this DJ Quick Cat.
Yeah.
I'm like, it sounds different, but it's bumping.
Right.
Then NWA come out. They hard. I like it. So then I go to Louisiana and you see the Young Cash Money and No Limit all that. So then you go to Atlanta and JD got out. I just love music. It's like looking at women. It's just so much of a different, beautiful variety. And I try not to he whack, he this, he that. Because some of the songs that we don't like, you have to hear them in the club.
Yeah, they go stupid.
Like I ain't gonna lie, Old Town Road, when I first heard it, it was crazy. But I was in the club one day,
go crazy.
It was banging.
Yeah,
I was like, I guess I have to change my perspective. Because look, we all here, we like lyrics and beats and all that, but these kids like stuff that they could TikTok to, and I try not to, jump on them.
Who's your top 5 artists of all time?
I don't want to do that because I know people. So I'm going to break it down in basketball terms. Which conference you want first, Eastern or Western?
East Coast.
The Eastern.
East Coast. At the 5, I got Big. At the 4, he's a stretch 4. I got Jigga Man.
Okay.
At the 3, he's a power 3, Draymond Green type 3. Busta Rhymes. At the 2, I know he's from the West Coast, but he was born in New York. I got to go with Pac.
Absolutely.
And at the 1,
Rakim.
I like Rakim, but I got to go. I probably got to go with Nas.
Nice.
Yeah. Now you want to go to the West
South.
Coast?
Let's go to South.
All right, West Coast. At the 1, I got Ice Cube. Big, strong AI type point guard. At the 2, he's long and lanky Kevin Durant. I got Snoop. I got 3, I got 40 Water.
40.
At 4, see, it gets tough here. Help me out.
Dr. Dre.
What
about Kendrick and Game in them?
Yeah. Game probably at the 4, and then probably Kendrick at the 5. Small team.
South.
Small runners and gunners.
Which South? Southwest or South?
The South. Atlanta side.
Atlanta side?
Atlanta, Charlotte, all of that.
I'm not familiar with all those guys. Like, I don't want to, disrespect them because when it comes to South, I only remember JD and, a couple of them cats, Brat, a couple of them cats, but they got some new cats that I'm hearing the music, but I don't really know. Like the Baby and Lil Baby, them is my dudes. They hot. Travis Scott.
Trav from Houston, right?
Look, I've been to a lot of shows. I ain't never seen no show like the one Travis Scott to. Biggest show I've been to was the Dr. Dre Up in Smoke tour.
Unbelievable.
I came around the back.
Unbelievable.
I'm looking at this poster right here. That's how many people it was.
Dang.
I did something with Travis Scott in Austin. Bro, I ain't never seen that many people. And he had that motherfucker rocking.
Yeah.
So big ups to him.
What's the biggest show you DJ'd at?
Probably 100,000. Lollapalooza.
God damn, you shut it down.
You sent me some videos, and I told you when it opened back up, you do one of them joints. I'm coming, man.
I got you. And see, even with the DJ thing, I'm losing money doing that, but it ain't about that. So for 10 years, I missed that. Going out, Shaq, that's cool, but that don't give me the same effect as going to the Philly arena. Right. All your Philly homies turning on you for that night. Right. Charlie Mack and all them boys think you're gonna lose. That right there, That's what gets me
You're
going.
like, I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah. So like when I go to do the DJ thing, it's 100,000.
It's just that
that's
bring that rush back.
That game 7, I need it. Game 7, down by 1. Kobe throw me out. Yes.
How many people do you think, as far as rappers, athletes, actors, just entertainers all the way around the board, is missing that?
They all miss it.
That game 7.
They all miss it.
They all miss it.
Because even with the game 7, it only happens some of the time, not all the time. Right. So this ain't something I can't DJ every day. But like when I'm down or whatever, if I get that, it just cause like when I used to do shows, I used to have my shows already programmed. Like that ain't. So now I got to look at the crowd.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now you a real DJ.
Yes. I'm like, okay, white boys, hit them with some white boys. Oh, okay. Let's little homie over there with the braids. He ain't smile. Let me like I'm able to do that. And that's the same thing in the game. Like,
and people downgrade the art of filling out the crowd as a DJ. That's an art.
And that's what I used to do in the game. So let's just say, like, I give a nice move on Dikembe, and I'm looking at Rollo, and he got this crazy look like he could let out. Next play down, I'm going to do something crazy, and I'm going to be looking straight at Rollo. Because I want Rollo to go.
Yeah.
And until he do that, I'm going to dunk on Dikembe every time.
And then look again.
Yeah, and then look again. And, you know, like if he's just doing that, I'll be like, okay. Oh, we going to run and play for Cook. No. Throw me the ball.
Throw me the ball.
Yeah, throw me the ball now. Bang, bunk, look at him. And until I get Rollo or the one person I'm looking at to acknowledge me, I ain't gonna let up.
So okay. So let me ask you this question: as far as what's the craziest situation you ever had in the locker room?
I don't have to knock a couple people out.
Damn, they tried you?
No, it's just that you got to realize it can only be one chief, and this chief, if we don't win, it's gonna be my fault.
Right.
I accept that.
Right.
But I need you to do certain things because everything has to be in line, right?
Right.
And sometimes that worked, sometimes it didn't. So couple cats I had to touch up, let them know.
Was you as bad as Mike?
Probably.
So pretty much.
Probably.
Who you knock out, Shaq?
No, he ain't talking. I'm saying that.
He like
yeah, I don't want to do that.
Stanley Roberts when we was back.
I don't want to do that. But even with young fella, I knew that once you get him mad, he's gonna be like me.
Yeah. Did you ever purposely like
all the time?
He playing like shit. I gotta get him mad.
No. Well, one, he never played like shit. But
you have off games sometimes.
Well, listen, I did 8 years I played with him. One off game ain't nothing to talk about. But I knew if I riled him up. And guess what? He knew the same thing. And that worked to our favor. Like people always say, what would you do different? And I had to say nothing.
And y'all brothers, how many times brothers came to blows?
All the time.
I know it had to happen.
All the time. But guess what? The disrespect was never lost.
Right.
Because I always tell people, okay, y'all think we had beef, right? After I won the first championship, who ran and jumped the moms?
Yeah.
When he sprained his ankle, couldn't walk from the bus to the locker room, who carried him?
Right.
Like I got a little brother, cousin, we do this all the time.
Absolutely. That's life.
So I'm like, so people always say, what would you do different? I wouldn't do nothing different because we won 3 out of 4.
Right.
I ain't the smartest guy, but that's 75%.
Absolutely. That's give me a piece of paper.
Right.
You rip it. You don't rip it again.
Yeah.
Keep that much.
But Shaq, I got a question though. If y'all stayed together for 10 years more,
that couldn't have happened. And let me tell you why. At some point, the student must get rid of the master to become the master. So I understand the business. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm able to just be like, okay, like, look, it was his turn to shine by himself.
Absolutely. He was tired of being Robin.
It was his time to shine. And then, so, management, like, they like young people. I was getting older, but they still owed me a bag. It was like, okay, we want to give you the bag, but by the time the bag end up, you're going to be 39, 40. We don't want to be in a hole that deep.
Right.
So they wanted to do something different.
And then again, you said, too, that you didn't work as hard as you was supposed to. Do you think you and Cole ever beef because of that?
My thing is who I'm working out for.
Damn.
I mean, who I got to work out for what?
Yeah.
Like, the way I prepare is the way I prepare.
Right.
Like, Kobe is a different animal.
Yeah. And everybody's not on that type of...
That's what he do. It's not what I do.
That's not what you do.
I have to wake up, make sure the baby's all right, make sure the business is going. Then I'll work. Then I'll play. Some guys just work.
Right.
I commend them for that, but I don't need to work. Work for who?
Right.
I love that.
I'm because one, if you like, and then I've seen a lot of people that work with no heart. They can't play.
Right.
My heart, like
Right.
I can look at a cat and already say what I'm gonna do.
Because when you play basketball, you always got this guy on every team.
It look good.
He don't miss in practice.
Yeah, you don't.
I'm talking about he don't miss in practice. Shout out to Dan Robinson, played in college with me, never missed. He didn't miss in practice, but when the game started, he didn't make nothing.
Everybody does something different. So you guys got one of the best podcasts, right?
Right.
I done been to other podcasts. They got the professional setup.
Right.
I'm not saying that y'all stuff not professional,
Right.
but y'all stuff look better than them. So everybody work different.
Absolutely.
To get to where they got to go.
Absolutely.
I ain't working out 9 hours a day. For what? For who?
Hour.
My thing was you got to average 28, big dog, and the players you got to average 40.
Please,
don't win.
Please, can you look in that camera? I don't want you to specifically talk to Joel Embiid, but I want you to talk to every big man in the league, especially Joel Embiid. Then tell them that you are not a dominant center in the NBA if you don't average 28
That's
points
7 points
at
a
least.
quarter.
Talk to him.
That's 7. That's 3 jump hooks and 1 free throw quarter. So we get on him on TNT a lot, right? And a lot of these youngsters think we be jumping on them, but if they take the sensitivity button off, they know I'm giving them the answers to the test. I'm showing.
I like
you how
that
to be great.
sensitivity button.
Joel.
I like that.
Like, yo, when I say you should be dominating, I'm not picking on you. I'm just telling you.
If somebody giving you the answers to the test,
No. Somebody
Take 'em.
No. Somebody that you know that's a professor. I'm a professor in that. Like I can't talk to Steph Curry and shoot and all that, but when it comes to being a diamond big man, I know what the hell I'm talking about.
Right.
So like he came back and said, "Well, I don't want to be Shaq. I don't want you to be me. I
don't-
want
right.
you to be better than me."
right?
You
We just
have-
want you to be
Because
dominant.
because you have more skills.
We
than I
want
have.
when you get the ball in the post and you got somebody 6'5" on you, it's nothing
jumpers.
to think about. I'm gonna tell you, it's BC time. Barbecue chicken.
Yup.
That's it. So, but you know, I try to talk to him.
You ever been swept in the? I mean, you ever been swept in the playoffs?
Yeah, all the time. Like my first 5-6 times I got swept.
You got swept.
Yeah, and then I read a quote. No,
So I
actually,
shouldn't feel that bad that we got swept last year.
And
All
then
right.
Last time I got swept, my fraternity brother put his hand on my shoulder, the best player in the world. He said, "Hey man, before you succeed, you must first learn to fail."
Because Jordan was getting his
Jordan
ass
told me
whipped.
that. Jordan told me that after Orlando. I mean, after we beat them the year before, went to the finals, got
Then they
swept.
came back
by
next
Rock,
year?
Then they came back. Yeah, he told me that, and that was the summer that I decided to go to LA. So it happens, but it can only make you stronger or make you weaker.
All right. Who you picking? You ready to go ball? You picking me or Gil?
Oh, I got to pick Gil.
What kind of question is that?
I'm strong
bro?
in the paint.
Like what kind of question is
How
that,
you
bro?
picking him?
I'm strong in the
He ain't got
paint.
no.
He led the penitentiary in fouls.
He went to Cabrini. He went to neighborhood college, man. He didn't go to no.
No,
I'm picking Chauncey Billups. And
Give me
let
why.
me tell you what. I'm watching his page one day, and he out there with some cat. They betting. He shoot the 3. He not. I think it was from half court. His foot was on the line. Old boy saw his foot was on the line. They arguing a little bit. Gil grabs the ball again. Said, "No, it wasn't. I was right here." And shot it and made it again. And then he grabbed the ball 2 more times and shot the same shot and made it.
From half court.
That's Chauncey Billups. 4
Chauncey
times in a row.
Billups. Put some
I saw
respect on my
that.
name. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
I saw
Chauncey
that.
Billups.
You ain't
I
seen
saw
when we
that.
cooked the young
Hey,
boys out there.
guess what
I
you
had my
said?
Lakers.
I saw that too.
But guess what he tried to run with?
Yeah, what?
You,
Who?
Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah,
I wouldn't let him do it. I wouldn't let him do it. I wouldn't let him put no muscle on your jacket.
Low.
Because you know he
I
wild
like
low.
that. No,
He tried to
I
come.
like that.
He tried to
I
come
like
with
that.
I told you.
Shaquille Low
No, I like
Neal.
that.
I
I
told
like
you.
that.
He
I
can
said
let do
that.
that.
I'm using it on the
He
court
never
now.
got a rebound one coast to coast
Hey,
in
but
his
I
life.
use you though, Lo, so you can't use that.
No, that don't count. Ain't nobody see that, so they don't count. That don't count.
That's
He played in the NFL. Yeah, that's who Meek.
No,
Yeah, Meek.
that's him?
Yeah, that's Meek. Yeah.
It's cool. It happens.
No, I'm just
What the fuck? My name ain't no fucking use, man. Fuck what you talking about?
It
Man?
happens to the best
Nigga
of
be
us.
putting all kind of smut on me, man.
I'm just saying, it happens to the best of us.
No,
Tom.
because I asked him when we had dinner. I said, "Look, man, I know y'all be joking a lot, but was that story real?"
That shit was definitely real.
Yeah, he went to prison and all that.
It happened. It happened to.
Hey, you know what's funny? When we first met back in the day in the club in New Orleans, that
Yeah.
joint was with me. That was the shorty I was messing with back then. That's crazy as a motherfucker.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, because you know he real big with the real estate, and he come on the show and he get a gang, you know, the game about real estate. And he help people make, he help people make money. RonaProof.com.
Awesome. He's shining too, man.
Hey man, I'm up here with Shaq, man. I said I gotta come correct on this motherfucker, man. Look like
absolutely.
I'm shining too.
I'm shining too.
Do you have a new girlfriend now?
No, I've been chilling, man. I've been really focused on rebuilding. You know, a couple years ago, like you said, I was in jail over the domestic violence situation. So I really refocused myself and went back into the community. That's why I told you I had a lot of respect just watching what you do as far as giving back, because that's really what I put a heavy focus on. Just trying to empower and uplift the community with awareness, and then the real estate game. So Gil was talking about the RonaProof. I'm heavy on teaching people just those steps to get paid in real estate.
And another thing I never do is I never look down on brothers that make mistakes. Like this man was just vulnerable, and like I wouldn't ask him, he was just vulnerable, and say why he went in. So it's good that we always gotta uplift and take care of each other.
And that's what we do here on this show.
And I'm proud of you, brother.
We understand people make mistakes.
I use it to really uplift other people, because it's a lot of young brothers that they get in relationships or whatever, something go left, and they think the first thing they can do is put their hands and connect on somebody. And I had to learn the hard way that what it did to my life. But now I use that to empower and bring awareness to situations that we see daily.
Believe that. So man, we want to send a big shout out to the big homie. You got anything that you want to throw out there and let the people know?
Man, I just want to know I love y'all too.
Love you
appreciate
too,
y'all,
man.
Appreciate y'all for keeping it 1,000
all the time.
Shout out to all the youngsters out there that's trying to make it, and we only want the best for y'all. Like,
that's all.
Like when we telling y'all stuff, it may sound like we coming at y'all, but if you turn off the button, we giving y'all information.
Turn off that button.
Turn off that sensitivity button, man.
Because we realize that you guys are the future, and if you want to get to be this age where you can do your own podcast and talk about, because it's another good thing about generations is they keep coming.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna teach y'all. We want y'all to teach them, and just stay up and look, man. We got to start putting these straps down, dog. Put them down, dog. We gotta start. You know what I mean? Worst come to worst, have a conversation with, have one of your big homies in the middle, and y'all just talk it out.
And that's funny. That's what King Vaughn said. Rest in peace to King Vaughn. But on the podcast last week, he said a lot of the problems could just be talked out, but people don't know how to talk.
Too reactionary.
And even if you don't know how to talk, think about the money.
Right.
Like, for example, if me and you got problems, I'm going to call you, and we're going to talk, and then I'm going to be like, you know what, it ain't that serious. But
how can we get some money?
Yes, how can we get some money?
Yeah.
We can get some money. Gil's Gil's team versus Shaq team. Right. Oh, shit. Rollo and Gil had to follow. Rollo's point guard. Like,
let's get some money.
Point guard. He said I was point guard.
Do something in Philly. So just, I love y'all youngsters, man. Y'all just, keep your head up.
Hey, man, appreciate
it. Next time y'all call me up here, Mona ain't up here.
We promise she gonna be here.
Okay.
We will never do that
Mona.
again.
Mona. What is it? Demona. Hey, Demona. Demona. Is she Spanish?
No, she's not Spanish.
Me llamo el padrino negro. So you said you came out with Harold Miner, huh? What year was that?
I forget, man, because when I got the concussion, because the bull elbowed me, I got a concussion, I cut my ACL.
Just for the people who don't know what Shaq talking about, off camera, he lied to Shaq, because back in the day I used to play, I came out with Harold Miner. So Shaq said, how old are you? He was like, I'm 41. Shaq was like, Harold Miner's my age.
Yes, he came out with me. He was a bad boy.
He tried to redouble back. No, I was playing with him once at a playground.
Before we go, top 5 Philly rappers.
Gilly, Beanie, Meek, Freeway.
You're not on the list.
Shit.
You're a neighborhood rapper. You ain't make it out of the neighborhood.
Yo, okay. Will Smith.
You disrespecting right now.
Who? Say something.
You don't hear that music? You don't hear that song in your head right now? Who, you got it.
Cool, say glamorous life. You got it. You might be a historian. You might be a historian.
Hold on. Before you go.
Because he said he's an historian.
I want to say this. You always showing OT the real love.
Who?
OT the real.
Oh, yeah. No, he hot.
Yeah, he be spitting.
Listen, man, if you, another thing I don't have a problem doing, I don't have a problem saying you hot.
You don't have no problem showing love.
Because you know why?
Costs nothing.
But not only that, Like, let's just think this table is money. I can't make all this money.
Right.
I can do this. And if I can help you get like this, man, he hot.
Right.
I love him. He hot. Shout out
what's
to
up.
him. May God continue to bless him.
Okay, just before we get out of here, I don't want to hold Shaq too long, but you say you're a hip hop historian. He say he a hip hop historian. Ask him a question that he can't answer about hip hop.
What group was Cool Keith in?
Cool Keith. That's the Sonics.
No. Ultramagnetic MCs.
It was close.
Killed it. I told you I'm a legend.
Damn, Shaq. You let him get
All
that.
right, hold on.
You gonna
1-0. Who was the first to do this?
Dougie Fresh.
No, the Skinny Boys.
Oh.
1-1. Yeah, 1-1. Let's go. Yeah, go ahead.
Who created gangster rap?
Well, it's a lot of controversy behind that. DJ Quick says he started it first.
Schoolie D, Philly. Schoolie D.
He did. Okay.
All right, now, come on.
Okay, 2-1. Who was the first to talk about? I got to remember his name before I say it. All right, another question. Who is the original 4 members of Tribe Called Quest?
Hold up. Ali Shaheed Muhammad.
Go ahead.
Phife Dawg.
Yep.
Q-Tip.
Yep.
Ali Shaheed Muhammad was.
Okay, that's 3. Score is 2-2. His name was Jairobi. It's 2-2. Let's go.
2-2.
Come on. We're going to 5.
All right, finish the round. You want up front what?
You want up front what? Dump up, dig it, buck.
Oh,
Finish the round. Come, get some.
You little bum.
I get the check, but you can't get a crumb. I take the cake, but you can't get a crumb.
I'm a legend. Now we tied. We tied.
It's 3-3.
Okay, 3-3.
This it right here. This is the one. Final one.
All right, listen. This the one. 6 in the morning.
Police at my door. Ice-T. Come on, dog.
I mean,
He killed you.
no, I'm giving him a shot.
All right, finish the hook. No. I'm gonna give you the song. I'm gonna give you the beat, and then you sing it for me. And then
No. I get lifted.
Hold on, wait a minute. They ain't 2 historians right now.
All right, 4-4.
It's coming down to this right here.
All right, let's go. 4-4.
Let's see.
Oh, I was ready. I'm glad I ain't say that because he'd have got me. All right. It's
Yeah, that's not enough. Come on.
That's not enough.
That's not enough.
It's what?
It's time to get.
Loud.
No. He messed it up. He messed it up.
That's Onyx.
No, but he
go
messed
ahead.
it up.
Okay, go ahead.
Come on, man. You can't.
I mean, I know that.
All right, go ahead.
I know that.
Yeah,
Michael, I'm not the whole story.
Okay, go ahead.
This is how we chill from 93 till.
The name of the song is
Who is it? If you get the name of the song, you got it. What's the name of the group?
Souls of Mischief. Game
Yeah.
over. But hold on.
Damn.
He got me.
I smoke on the mic.
I smoke on the mic.
The phone like Joe Frazier, Hellraiser, bring hell with the flavor. Now
It's
I'm
a tie.
saying next to
It's
the
you
back
are-
of
you
the
you leave
put
with
a
the
big
top.
hood like a
that's
neighborhood
it. That's it.
spider
You
man.
leave it with the top.
A tie.
Yeah, I'm a legend.
A tie.
Told
We
y'all I was a
appreciate y'all for
That's
tuning in each and every week, making us the #1 music podcast in the whole country. The whole country. I go by the name of Gilly the King.
Yeah.
Swallow 267.
Tony the Closer. Big Shaq.
The arrow.
I'm posting him up too. I'm posting
Call
him
me
up.
Mona.